I've seen this movie 4 times. I've never seen any movie of mine 4 times.
So many times?
No, never, especially in 3 weeks.
It's a whole 24 hours actually invested in watching your movie.
Oh my God, it is.
if you make, if you
right?
make numbers. It's 24 hours of watching the movie, but it's been almost 2 decades of being involved in the Avatar, series. I wanted to ask you, because you've worked with James since the beginning, the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been 4 decades. I know that Aliens had a very rough production process. Yeah. How would you say that, in a certain way, helped you know James better, work better with him? And taking into consideration that this movie shows kind of also the dark side of a species. Mm-hmm. You've seen him.
That's a great question. I mean, I don't feel I saw Jim in action with a lot of forces against him, and I saw his courage and his integrity and his fight for his film, and I was happy to be on his side. But I think I didn't really get to know him until we were on the big tour for Aliens, and we'd have dinner together, and he was so funny and so witty, and I'd go, well, where was this guy all that time, all that time in the trenches? And he just, that is his natural self. He is really fun, and he loves what he does. He loves actors. He's always saying, what do you want to try? Where do you want to go? And he leaves it up to us in many ways to flesh out the scenes and find out every level of meaning they could have. And that's such an amazing trust that he gives us, and that he believes in us so much. So I just admire him more and more. And now, of course, we have so much fun. We're laughing on the set, even in spite of the very serious scenes we're doing. We have a lot of fun.
And tell me something. You mentioned how he allows you to play in a certain way. I don't know that you have time to improvisation in these kind of movies, but I wanted to ask you, how have you incorporated all these technology things that have to do with making these sort of movies into your acting chops,
Well, in fact, the technology happens after we do our basic work. So he begins with the actors, and he films all of these scenes where we are given total liberty to do our work. And all the technology happens way after. So there's nothing. We have a room of just an empty room, and we have each other. And yes, we have a little camera here, but you forget about that. And it's kind of like an early theater rehearsal where you're not going for anything. He doesn't want you to have a result. He wants you to genuinely dig deep and find out what the character is doing and feeling and needs to communicate, how they make sense of this world, which is often, for Kiri, what she's feeling. This world is so many things that are against the world that she feels. So it's actually a kind of vacation for us from technology. We don't have to worry about lighting, clouds, sun, angles, setups, hair, makeup. I mean, you're blissfully free of all of that.
You mentioned that, but he's also said that he takes you in a certain way into a kind of childlike state of mind, because you can play, you can use your imagination. I wanted to ask you, once you go to that childlike place in your mind, in your sensibility, how does Avatar and how these movies get the characters in contact with nature? How does that allows you to explore many some places that you've never explored before?
That's a great question. It's all in the script, and I guess we build out our Earth experience. Like when I go into the forest now in upstate New York, I experience it quite differently. I feel welcome. And now they've proved that, the roots of the trees are talking to each other. So honestly, I think, we're finally catching up to the reality of Earth. And there's so much more going on than we've given the Earth credit for. And I feel the movie especially just kind of, it's such a huge experience and I love it so much, but it also kind of sends us back out, making us think about, are we doing enough? What about the whaling? What about the corporations who are seabed mining and, you know, wreaking havoc on the ocean? And I hope, you know, it's a moment when I think people all over the world are experiencing the movie, experiencing the messages about racism, about how each person mourns, you know, in an individual way, and children believing in themselves enough to step up and save their parents for a change. All these things reverberate through the picture, and we're all watching it together, and I hope we all come out thinking a little bit more about what we're going to fight for.
Well, that's beautiful. I hope so. I hope so. Thanks so much, Sigourney. It's been such a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.